guys! Today I am really excited because I am trying out the brand new Lit Cosmetics Liquid Metals. They are these little jars of pigments that you mix with an adhesive like the Lit Cosmetics Clearly Liquid Glitter Base, and it turns into this really beautiful foiled look. I already have a couple of these, so I already knew that I was going to like them, but I had to pick up the new 6 shades that they came out with. Alright, so the liquid metals are really interesting because they are like dried pigments when you get them in the container, and then you put them with a clearly liquid glitter base from Lit and they become super foiled. Not just like foiled when you wet a metallic eyeshadow, but like crinkly foil looking, like as if you've used gold leaf on your eye. It's really interesting. I absolutely love it, but it's quite difficult to work with. It's a little bit of a learning process. That's something that I had to get used to pretty quickly. But I created this look here because I really wanted to use this lipstick, which I'll be talking about in my Melt Primrose Collection swatch video, and I will leave that linked over here. A little eye will pop up and you'll be able to click to that next video at the end of this video if you want. This eye though is very dirty and grungy, and that's exactly what I felt like doing today. I just feel grungy, you know, like I just feel like I'm not super poppy in a happy chappy mood. Like I just want like grunge, I just want to like listen to metal music and like rah, I don't know. But I just really felt this look today, and I'm also trying a brand new foundation, but I'm getting off track. I will also leave that linked here, and that is the YSL Touche ECLAT, but I will leave it linked if you're interested in watching that review as well. Hopefully that will go up. With the liquid metals, all of the shades come in 2 options, either with gold flake or silver flake, and that changes the nuance of the colour. Like they'll still be in the same colour family, but they will be a different tone because of they're either gold flake or silver flake. I wouldn't say that you can always see the definition of the silver or gold flake. It's kind of more like it just mixes in with the pigment. With this one in particular, you can see the gold flake a lot more, but with their older shades it is just more of like a colour that kind of runs throughout the pigment itself instead of being like glitter inside of the pigment, if that makes any sense. These pigments are $19 each, and I got all of them during the BOGO buy one get one free sale, which meant that I got all of these for 3 lots of 19 instead of 6. I'm not good at math. Not under pressure anyway. They had 6 already on their website. They had Metallic, which was a silver base. You could get that either with silver or gold flake. They had Addicted, which was a gold base, and they had Glisten, which was like a nude gold base. I don't know, it wasn't super gold, and I'll show you the rest of them in another video if that's something that you would be interested in. But today we're talking about the brand new one. I've got 2 here. The first 2 are Smolder. So we have Smolder with gold flake and Smolder with silver flake. As you can see, that gold flake is quite pronounced and it makes for a really beautiful tone, and that silver looks like it's going to be a really dark gunmetal shade. I'll show you them on my fingers. If I have them on my fingers there, that's what they look like. Not very impressive, and I'll show you them swatched. So that is with no glitter base, and you can see it looks like a pretty average glitter. Like I wouldn't say that it was super spectacular like I would want. So I will show you it with a brush and wet. Alright, so that is both of them swatched, and that was just literally one swatch with the Clearly Liquid Glitter Base. So if you can see the texture, they do look a little bit gritty and they look a little bit foiled. They're a super interesting product. They're not like anything else that I've ever used where it foils like that. It literally looks like you've put gold flake on your eyes. Okay, so the next 2 are Crave with silver and Crave with gold, and I am wearing on my eyes Crave with gold today. They look awfully similar to the Smolder 2 shades that we saw just before, but I will swatch these right beside them so we can see them next to the other shades. I am in love with this Crave with gold shade on my eyes. So good. So I hope that you can see that there. Closest to my fingers here is Crave with gold, and then Crave with silver, Smolder with gold, and Smolder with silver. And the two last ones from the collection are Enchanted, and we have obviously it with both silver and gold flake. So I would say Smolder had like a dark grey undertone, Crave has more of like a taupe undertone, and then these have a green undertone. So this is gold, this is silver, and this is Enchanted. But it looks real janky because it's over my knuckles. I'm sorry, I'm the worst swatcher ever. But here we go for the last two. So we have Enchanted with gold, Enchanted with silver, Crave with gold, Crave with silver, Smolder with gold, Smolder with silver. As you can see from the texture, when you swatch them, they kind of group up and they look a bit chunky and kind of gross. But then once you put them on your eyes, as you can see here, I don't know if it's because I'm working with a smaller area, they don't look chunky like that. It's just that the pigments are really hard to move around on your finger, but on your eyes, it doesn't look like that. I am super in love with these new shades that they brought out. They feel very autumnal to me, like they feel very rich and very like dirty toned, which you know I really like. I always mention that on my channel. I love dirty tones of things. That's me. I just imitated myself. So you know that I love dirty tones of things, like kind of mustardy undertones, brown undertones, that kind of thing. I think the only one that I won't really get much wear out of is the Enchanted with silver, which is like this one here, this kind of tealy color, just because it's not my thing. But everything else is incredible. They are $19 each on the Lit Cosmetics website. They ship here with free shipping to New Zealand over $100 US, or they do free shipping to the US and Canada and Australia and stuff with smaller amounts of purchases. But I love these. I think that they're such a fun addition to your collection. They're unlike anything else that you will have, I guarantee it. I now have all of them bar one, but I do have these ones and I have the Addicted, not the second glisten one because I didn't like the other glisten. But everything else has turned out really well, and as you can see on my eyes, they just look really striking and cool and fun, and I totally love them and totally recommend them. Tips for using them. Number one, use a flat thin synthetic brush. I would recommend like a concealer brush. This is what this is. It's a cheap concealer brush from the drugstore. It's from Artiste. And it is really fine and really dense synthetic hairs, and it goes to a really fine point. I would highly recommend this for applying them onto your lid, onto your hand, onto the rest of your body, wherever you want to put them. I also would highly recommend you use them with the Lit Clearly Liquid Glitter Base. This stuff is magic, and I haven't used any other adhesives, but I feel like for these to work, you need to first put your brush into the adhesive and then put it into the pigment. Wait for the pigment to completely saturate and then put it on your lid. The trick to these is getting the correct texture of the product. You don't want it too runny, but you do not want it too dry. When it's too dry, that's when you start to get the bunching up of the product, and when it's too wet, as you can see down the bottom, where is it, up the top here, you can't really see much of the gold flake because you can just see the base color, and that's kind of what happens if you get it too wet. So you do really want to get it that perfect consistency. I would recommend saturating the brush, brushing it off really quickly on both sides, pressing the pigment onto one side of your brush and then going onto your eye. You want to take enough to do your entire eyelid in one swipe. I don't feel like it applies well if you have to keep dipping back and forth because you haven't saturated your brush enough. But that's something to keep in mind, and it is a learning curve. But once you learn it, it's really cool. I find with this liquid glitter base, I don't have any movement throughout the day, which is something that was really important to me. And I know that when I saw Kimberly Clark's review video of this, she had a lot of creasing. I never do. I don't have particularly oily eyelids though. So that would be something to keep in mind if perhaps you went drastically over the crease. I think most people would be okay keeping it just below their crease on their lid for everyday wear if you're not working out and doing a lot of exercise and stuff, because the Lit Glitter Base is typically a pretty hardy product and it tends to really stick around and look great. And I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. Let me know if you have any other questions about these products. I absolutely love them and I would be happy to answer any of your questions down in the comments section. Okay, I'll see you guys later. Bye!